Ready.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that was about 17 seconds. All right, so let's go back now to page 23. And it says step 2, displace it, let it go, and time it, and we just did that. So we have 17 seconds for 10 vibrations. So what would be the time for each vibration? Well, 17 divided by 10 is 1.7. So this is actually step 2. "17 seconds divided by 10, so it's 1.7 seconds. All right? Okay. Now, we'll read the next part. It says, replace with a 200 gram mass with a 100 gram mass and do it again. Okay? So now I go back my timer. We're going to use a smaller one now. Reset. Okay. Stop. Reset. Sorry. Pull it back. All right, start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it came out to be about 17 seconds. So in other words, the mass at the end of the pendulum does not make any difference, as it turns out. Now the next step says, we'll look at step 4 now. Displace the mass at the end of the first pendulum by 5 centimeters and 15 centimeters, and repeat step 1 and 2. Does the distance the mass is displaced after the period of motion affect anything? Well, so we'll try that now. So I'm going to let this thing go from a shorter distance, the shorter displacement. I'm going to use the bigger one, and I have to use my timer again. I'm sorry. All right. Stop that. Reset. Now I'm just going to let this go a very short displacement, and I'm going to start it in a second. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it came out to be about 17 seconds. So the displacement, how far you pull it out and let it go, it should not make much of a difference. Now the thing is, as long as it's not too large, then this works. So when you guys were little kids and you were your mom on a swing, she would get on a swing, you get on a swing, you pull it back the same distance, let it go, your mom weighed more than you did, but the time it took to go back and forth would be about the same for both of you. And actually, how far you pull it back doesn't make that much difference. It should be about the same. All right, so that's the end of that part. Now we have step 5. Change the length of the pendulum to 35 centimeters and repeat steps 1 and 2. So I'm just going to make it very much shorter, and we'll see if that makes any difference. So 35 centimeters. It's about here. All right, like that. So I'm going to set this up again. Okay. Reset. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 14 seconds. So the mass doesn't make any difference. How far you pull it back does not make a difference. But what does make a difference is the length of the pendulum. So the longer the length of the pendulum, the longer it takes to complete the vibration. So that's actually step 5. And then what conclusion can you draw about step 6? Which conclusions can you draw about this? The only thing that really affects the period of a pendulum, as long as you don't displace it too far, it's actually more than 15 degrees, is that the only factor which affects the time for the Moser repeat is the length. And that's the end of part 1.